At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Positive that effort. You didn't go backwards. You didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. Absolutely fires this one right side. Big game downfield. And he's out of bounds, but what great play there, Brock. He's got him in the field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Darnold off the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. That's a catch, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers, 3rd down. Walker trying to run for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Never a pause you want to make, partner. A player injured on that snap, and it is their running back, Kenneth Walker, who's being looked at. Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. And with a quick pass out line. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. Those amazing essays you wrote at Cal, that start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Right to the air. It's Jones. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. From the gun, Darnold. Connects on the crosser. Continuing to move past the 45. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
They'll say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh, as they get set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
At the Steelers' 10-yard line.
This is Walker on 2nd. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
He's got his man. This is Walker. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and goal, Seattle.
He finds him right side. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. That's the end of our opening quarter. Our score, 14-0. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. They go again with Taylor. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers start to fight back for their first points of this game. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Boswell gets that one after to go. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Derek Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Darnold now to throw. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Their 49-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
Steelers 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Jones slides down with enough to move those chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, they got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go. Half the 6, go.
Running right, this is Taylor. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 80.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Escapes the pocket. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Let's go now.
3rd down, Jones to throw. They got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
Hawks 70, Hawks.
They're going Taylor. And the defense escapes. And a nice run going. But the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Kyle Duggar haul him down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now Darnold. That's him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. So 1st down from the 41.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Seahawks.
To throw, here's Darnold. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythms, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. He throws a bullet to the center. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Jetson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21.
Steelers 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Mike, 18, Dragon 60.
Jones now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in a hurry up here.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, here's Jones. He put everything he's got behind it. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. He's looking deep once again. For Wilson, but it's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks have it as he records the first interception of his young career. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Starting the third with Taylor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Taylor again. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down.
Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throw here, third down. Connecting on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throw by Jones. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he's brought down at the line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
47-yard line.
Let's go. 72 Wolf.
And go play fake with Jones. Austin makes the grab downfield. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. From the red zone on first. Throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Steelers, first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
72. 19. Hawks 7.
Back now, pressure coming. Getting out to his left. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Daniel Jones with the touchdown. Up the middle, and somebody blocked it. The Seahawks scoop it up.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, It just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated. But I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams. And you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those changes.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 43-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Throw left side. Caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Darnold. He's got his man. This is Walker. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
3 yards. That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down.
Going on 1st. Here's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion. On 2nd and 10 now. Darnold. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Their offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down. The damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Just a tremendous effort from the defense there. A sense of urgency on 1st down in the red zone. Got to find a way to knock this offense backwards, and the defense just did.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Here's Darnold. On him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
An 8-yard gain, but still left with 4th and a bunch. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our 3rd quarter. The Seahawks have the football, up a couple of scores to start the 4th quarter. Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you can call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Half the 60.
Looking from the gun, here's Jones. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
They get 19 on that pickup. And the Steelers have a 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection we see with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Caught by Washington, left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun, hand off to Taylor. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing here, Jones. Buys time, rolling right. It's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Pistol now for Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for no gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He's down to his running back. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers make it an 11-point ball game.
31. Steelers 20.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Walker running to the right. He cuts outside. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Jones. Puts this underneath to Taylor. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
That's Cox. He's got Washington. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Steelers first down.
Here's Jones to throw. Short pass brought in. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. The Steelers calling their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Seahawks nearing their first win of the season. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Staying with Walker. And 2nd down works out for a yard.
Ball carrier. Brought down by Nick Bolton. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long for him here. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. So that brings up 4th and long.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this.
Ready? Yo, lady.
They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
On 1st down, Jones. Finds him over the middle. And he's down to almost, oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones now to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third down, Jones to throw. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense is hurrying. Time running down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 23-yard line.
Jones looking to throw. It's inside the 10. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers make it an 11-point ball game.
38. Steelers 27. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Second quarterback run here. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.